listening to? Yeah, discussion off the cuff with people to find out, be right at the pulse of the problem. So we can go in, when I go in down to Springfield, hit the ground running, doing what you want me to do. I see myself only as a tool, and I want to be used by the community. And in order for me to do that, I need to listen to you all and take what you say, understand what you say, and then format it for Springfield so they can know what to do in the General Assembly, so you get the desired results that you want. I was talking to Colleen, Major Colleen. Did I pronounce it right or did I butcher it? Okay. And she was saying, I can hear in her voice, I was just telling my husband, I can hear in her voice, she said, I don't know what else I can do. I've said all I can say, but I want to uplift the people. And it's funny that she said that, because I've been hearing it all throughout the 9th District. That desire for hope. Funny thing about hope, a man can go without food for about 30 days. Without water, approximately 3 days. Without air, 9 minutes. But not 1 second without hope. Because hope sees the invisible, it feels the intangible, but above all, achieves the impossible. It's the last soldier standing on the battlefield. It's the candle in the dark. It is the belief that you can against all odds. That is something that we can't buy. We can't go to Walgreens or to the mall or to go and purchase it. You can't grow it in the ground, but it lives right here in our heart. And when I see people out here like you all doing, I have to say, a divine work, because this is clearly God's work. That the only explanation I can say is that this is hope beyond hope. And I want to hear what you have to say about what would you like to see done in the 9th District. Not 10 years from now. I don't want a deferred promise. I want something right now, because this is the condition of the 9th District right now. Pardon the expression, but it's a gunshot wound, and we don't want to put a Band-Aid on it. We need a trauma center for it. So I want to start kind of in a circular way. What would you like to see? And please state your name for the camera.
I'm Major Colleen Michaud, and really my heart's desire is to see the youth of this community come to know Christ, because I believe if they come to know Christ, that is the beginning of their problems being solved, because it happened for me, and I believe it can happen for them also.
What would you like to see?
I'm Carla Bell, and I'd like to see more family activities. We've segregated the family, and we put mom over here, dad over here, and the kid here. We need to have more activities like this where families can be a family and be supported by the community.
Great. And please state your name and position.
My name is Major Mark Johnson, and my position is I'm a divisional youth secretary, so I have responsibilities for all of the young people in the Chicago metro area. And I want to echo what Carla was talking about, because I see the basic foundation building block being the family. And when the social policies tear that family apart and say it's better to be apart than together, that's when we have deterioration in the human heart. And you were talking about hope. That's when kids don't know what hope really is.
Right.
Because they don't see it lived out in the family unit. And I'm talking traditional family values based on God's Word, based on the American and traditions of one man and one woman joined together. And when that building block is absent, that's when we find that the children don't have direction and don't know where to go.
Absolutely.
So things that strengthen the family unit and build the community from the ground up is what's going to make a difference. And that will happen. You'll see results. Within the year, you will see results from that type of program.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you and each and every one of you, because I want you to know, I want you to tell me what you want, what you're expecting of me. But I want to go to this gentleman here. What would you like to see, sir?
My name is Major Emmanuel Michaud. By statistics, 27 million kids in the United States are living without their dad. It's time for men to stop being boys and become men of integrity, men of responsibility. And that can happen when men begin to see themselves who God made them to be. They were chosen to be and father of children, not cows, not pigs, not monkeys, not horses. Father of children. And those children, the absence of their father damage them big time. It affects them emotionally, it affects them educationally, it affects them mentally. They can't function. We want them to have a future. Where is the daddy? He's not there. And because no matter what we say, yeah, mom is important. Mom and dad are important in the life of a child. And that's my advocacy, what I am advocating, that one day, if we can change 1, 2, 3, we will have great impact on 10, 15, 20 kids. And if we do it every year, we can change our whole community.
You know, I want to say, first of all, you know, as I'm listening to each one of your testimonies, you know, it's something to be said about when you're doing God's work. You know, God has a way of putting a heavy burden on you, and you can't complain about the burden. You just ask for broader shoulders, and it's obvious that you all have broad shoulders. You know, and I want to thank you for that. Now, and as I've been listening, this is a tall order. This is a tall order, but it's one we can't refuse. So it must be placed. Our first goal for Springfield, I want to share with you. I'm going to request a hardship grant for the building of families, okay? Because that's what I'm hearing. Absolutely. The development of the family. So a hardship grant in distressed communities. It's clearly a distressed area. And I can't say how much the state would allocate, but I'm going to make it a state law. I'm going to implement it as a state law that nonprofits such as Salvation Army should be allocated a hardship grant every single year, every fiscal year. Is that something that would be workable, or would that help at all?
Resources are always scarce. We're a nonprofit, so we depend upon the public, we depend upon the support of the community. So resources are always vital.
Okay, great. So that's a start, but I also want to coming back and invite you all to come with me to Springfield, if schedules permit, to actually go before the panel and talk directly to the elected officials to let them know what's really happening in Ground Zero. Is that something that we can do? Okay, great.
Nice to meet you, Bruce.
Pleasure is